yeah, so like I was telling my dad, I was like, sometimes you just gotta like bend them over, right? And then I'm gonna come up with one that's just like really stupid. Uh, and we're back. It's been a minute, Jose.
It's been a minute because to be honest, I don't know what episode we're on.
I think this one is 15.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter.
We haven't recorded in I think it's 2 weeks. We haven't recorded since we
Spotify and Podbean puts them in order, so it's fine.
um. It's been a bit of a transitionary period for Jose and I because,
Yeah, I was
and
about to
I'm
say
pretty
we've
sure we
been
stated
going.
it in the last episode. We both put our 2 weeks in, and now we both are at our new job, so we can finally say where it was we worked. It was McDonald's. It's not some big like. There's no big reveal. It was McDonald's.
Fireworks.
Holy crap! Now we still like legally can't say anything specifically bad about it. We can say bad things about it, but we can't like say specifically in our store what we didn't like because I'm pretty sure they can still sue us for that. But rest assured, anybody listening, we both hated our jobs. It was we were overworked, underpaid for the positions we were in, and I think woefully underappreciated. I don't think we got any of the credit we deserve, to be honest.
I mean, but I think we left off in a good, uh, at least with our GM, we
Oh
went as
yeah.
a good.
Well, because we were, we worked out our 2 weeks notice, like grown people do. It sucked. Jose's last day was nice and relaxing, and mine was me getting my ass fisted. So, because of course it was. But I haven't really officially started. My first day is tomorrow. I went to my orientation for my new job. But from the orientation, and I'm sure the whole point of an orientation is to make the place seem as exciting as possible, obviously. But it seems pretty nice. I like it.
I mean, I'm sure the orientation is not the same as Ronald
Like how?
McDonald's orientation.
Oh yeah.
Wait, we can't say
I
that
didn't
because
even.
they don't use Ronald McDonald no more.
Well, I didn't even have an orientation when I started at McDonald's. I don't think that
I
was a
did.
thing yet. You
I
just
did.
went, signed paperwork, and that your orientation was your first day of work. Back in the day, I was there for 12 years.
I don't know what they had orientation for 4 hours, bro.
My
Mine
orientation was
was.
4 hours.
Why though? It's just like.
Well, because it's you
I mean,
generally. Well, I can understand for my new job why it would be 4 hours because, um,
yeah, it's a
not
bigger
everybody
store
at that
though.
not everybody at that orientation is going to the same positions. For one, they give you like a really in-depth tour of the building. Um, they have to file everybody's I-9 and all that stuff separately, obviously. There's like a whole PowerPoint presentation. The only reason mine was as short as it was because for some reason they couldn't get the PowerPoint to work, so they were kind of just going off the top. But I'm excited about it. It's gonna be nice. We get paid what we deserve for the positions that we're in. Yeah, I'm good. It's
Yeah,
gonna be great. I mean, obviously you're still. I mean, I feel like we're still gonna get like customers and stuff like that. I guess in my job specifically, I feel like it's going to be old people who are super entitled, and then yours are just going to be people trying to steal the merchandise.
we had bro today. We had a couple of sketchy people.
Were they black?
No,
Were they white?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
they were taking out what's the bottom, the inside of the shoe, the bottom part.
The tongue, or not the tongue, the
No,
insole.
yeah, they were taking those out. Like why?
Hey man,
And then I go because the manager's like, "Can we keep an eye on this guy?" And then I like, he was in the store for like 25 minutes, and then 10, 15 minutes pass. They're like, "Hey, Jose, can you go pretend?" He's like, "How are you doing? How can I help you?" It's maybe just in case. So I did. But I walk in now. He's in. He's over there just cracking up, laughing back to himself. And I'm like, "Do you need help, sir? I can go see if we have the size you're looking for." He's like, "No, I'm buying these." But he had 3 pairs on the floor and just laughing to himself.
you he's probably thinking about brutally murdering all of you guys.
I'm like, huh? Yeah.
Oh gosh. So, considering where Jose and I's last job was, we figured that today, this episode would be, what we wanted it to be was an episode where we just did nothing but talk absolute shit about McDonald's. But we can't do that. for lawsuit reasons. So
We're gonna
the
talk
next
about
best thing,
funny customer stories, I guess.
yes, we're gonna talk about how absolutely terrible McDonald's customers, and I guess just customers in general are. But like I was at McDonald's for forever, so my main experience is
Cause
just
he
at
was
McDonald's.
10, so he's 35
Close,
right now. So
I was 16, and I'm not yet 30, Jose. So shut the hell up. Man, there's just a bunch of stuff that customers do, and it's weird because now I see customers
I'm gonna
do
start.
these things.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the worst customer I hate. The people that throw the fucking money at you. Like the fuck? Like they
I've,
just throw
well,
it
I've
on the counter.
Oh, on the counter. Okay, I was gonna say I've never had a customer throw money at me through the
No, like
drive-thru.
on the counter.
Yeah,
Like
it pisses me off when I already have my hand out though.
yeah,
Like if I don't
yeah,
have my hand
exactly.
out, because they think it's like okay here, and I tell them the total, and as you know, I see them pull out a 20, so I'm putting 20 in. They just impatiently put it on the counter. I'm like, yo, give me like a hot second, man. Like one fucking minute. You're gonna sit here and wait for your food. You can wait for me to stick my hand out. I always just throw the change back on on the counter.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I had to pick it up. You can pick it up. The fuck, or even here.
Sure.
um. I was taught as a like at a really young age not to fuck with people who make your food. Like I can honestly say I've never purposely done anything to anybody's food. Um, but boy, have I wanted to. It's a crime. You're not allowed to do that, but I've wanted to for so bad because some of these customers, man, they get mad over the smallest things. It's like, or you okay, so we had the most recent thing we had was it's those Disney toys, right?
Hmm.
And we get customers that call and ask which ones we have. Okay, whatever. I'll tell you which ones we've got. So then, a customer will come in and they'll be like, I need this toy, and this toy. I'm like, well, we don't have that. And they're like, well, those are the ones I don't have. I'm like, okay, I don't, what are you not like? Which of my words is not reaching you? Right. Because we're speaking English to each other. So I know we speak the same language. But like, is there like, is half of what I'm saying audible to you? And then for some reason, your brain just decides to shut off completely so you can't hear what I'm saying? Because I'm trying really hard to be nice to you right now. And that's like the big thing about working in like a fast food, specifically McDonald's, I guess, but in fast food in general, is it is a struggle and a half to be nice to these fucking customers. Because some of them will treat you like they want to kill you. And I'm like, damn, bro, it's just some fast food, bro. You get mad at me over some nuggets. But I guess that's just, people gotta get upset about what they want.
And then we have the really nice ones. They're like, you
I
remember
don't like
once?
the nice ones either.
At least they don't complain. I'm like,
That's
yell at
true.
you.
I don't like them for a different reason though. Like regular customers are nice, yes, but like why the fuck are you here every day?
Oh yeah.
That's weird. And like our boss and some of the other managers we work with like know these people by name. I'm like, I don't know a single unless I know them outside of work prior to them becoming like being a customer here. I don't know any of the customers off like their names off the top of my head. Why the fuck would I want to know what their name is? I didn't even like wearing my name tag cuz I don't think that they should know what my name is. Fuck do you need to know my name is Demetrius for? Just, point and stare like all the other customers do. That's another thing. I hate when I take a customer's order and they're just staring across the counter or through the drive-through window.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
pretend you're doing something. Pretend to find something to do so that it's not weird when I turn around and you're looking at me like you can see through my clothes.
Like it's not gonna make the us go faster.
Yeah, if anything, it makes me want to go slower. I'm like, fuck, this
Like
dude's staring at me. He's being
yeah,
weird.
cause we still have like fucking 30 orders before then.
But okay, I think the number one, or I guess this isn't like my top three like worst things I hate about customers. Um, I hate when they have orders that are like hilariously picky. Like I want to make double with no pickles, no onions, add mayonnaise, add lettuce, add bacon. I'm like, "Yeah, just get the fucking burger how it comes, my man. Like, how the hell
Yeah.
did you eat as a child? My parents didn't let us pick shit like that.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, like when we
you're
had
gonna eat it
lunch,
how if they
yeah,
come
my
like that,
parents,
you're gonna eat it like that,
yeah,
or you
the
could
only time
just
we got
take it
to
off.
choose was like every week on like Friday or something like that. My family we'd call it free night. You can make whatever you wanted for dinner. Like it wasn't like the family would eat together, but you could make whatever you wanted. You know what I mean? It's not like my mom would cook something. But if my mom cooked or my stepdad cooked, you ate whatever it was. Just because you don't like Brussels sprouts does not mean you didn't eat them. I hate Brussels sprouts, and I still had to eat them. Fuck, gross shits. But like, just eat the food as how it comes. I don't go to a restaurant and get a burger, and then when they asked, "Is there anything you want taken off or something?" I'm just like, "No, just give me." I'm ordering the burger because I want everything on it. I'm not a picky person. I mean, I am when it comes to like food that I'm making for myself. But like, if I go to a restaurant where the food is already prepared,
Yeah, like if you order like let's say a deluxe, a quarter
mhm,
deluxe, but you don't like the lettuce or the tomatoes, just order and you take them off yourself. Like
yeah, like you know what's on it when you ordered it. Oh, man. Let's see what else is there. I hate when I'm like in the drive-through.
also, if you go to
Th-
McDonald's and order a cheeseburger light pickle, the cheeseburger only gets one pickle. So how the fuck are you guys supposed to do light pickle? Just letting you
That's
know.
true. I mean, if you go to a fast food restaurant and order light pickle on anything, you're a bitch. So just eat the damn pickles or take it off, pussy.
This is what
Anyway,
this is one time
sorry anybody listening who's picky.
I'm not gonna say which restaurant because I worked at least five different McDonald's. I went to five
Five,
different
really?
McDonald's. Yeah, for like not like over like a month, but I worked like maybe like a couple days a week.
Oh,
But
okay.
I did. At one of them, cheeseburger was like pickle, and I just took a knife, cut it in half, and put that on cheeseburger.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was being petty.
It's not petty when you have customers that do some dumb shit like that. Like if you're gonna be a dick to me, don't get mad when I'm an asshole back to you. I don't like when customers subtly and then sometimes not so subtly make racial comments. Like one of the guys that we were working with, this old lady, this old white lady, and her husband came in, and they wanted a sweet tea. But the way that she explained how she wanted it, I didn't take her order. The other guy did. Um, the way she explained how she wanted it, because I could hear it was weird. Like all she wanted was like a half cut tea, like half sweet, half unsweet, right? But
Hmm.
she wanted like unsweet and sweet tea, but it was like 2/3 sweet, 1/3 unsweet with like lemon or light ice or something like that. But the way she said it was like super convoluted, and he wasn't quite grasping it, which is fine. I mean, I was getting confused. I had a stroke listening to her saying it. So he goes to start making it, and she's watching him because, of course, she's old and she's white, so she has to stare. That's what they do. So she's watching him make this drink, and then she sees that he's starting to make it wrong, and she says, "What is it? Oh, do you not understand English? I thought you could understand when I was telling you the order." And at that point, I was just like, "Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave." Um, there's lots of ways you can talk to people. This is not one of them. So, and her
Yeah.
husband just looks so embarrassed. Like it was one of those like, "Oh my fucking god, I'm filing for divorce tomorrow." Like I didn't know I was married to this. Like, if you're gonna get that upset over a fucking tea, imagine if like something even like mildly worse happened. Like, can you imagine if like a Hispanic lady had rear-ended her? You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like she got cut off in traffic, or she was at Walmart and the cashier was taking just a hair too long. Like, it's entitled people like that that piss me off. Like, just go home, take all that shit, and just walk out the door. You know where it's at. Don't let it hit you on the way out. There's no need for There's no need for that. I mean, Jose, you always, I'm not racially, wasn't racially motivated, but you've almost gotten in a fight with a couple customers.
Yeah.
There, okay.
Um.
So tell the story of the guy, of the guy in the drive-through, and then I'll tell the story. I'll tell the rest of the story from
Uh,
after he parked.
are you talking the Big Mac one, right?
Yeah,
Ugh.
the one with you and Jesus.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So was it the two? I think we have the 2 for $5. I
Hmm.
think, or he just had two Big Macs.
No, it was a 2-5.
Okay, it was a 2 for $5, and I honestly can't remember. Oh, okay. So he wanted 2 for $5. He had two Big Macs, and on one of them he wanted to add bacon. So he comes up to the window and he's like, he was already yelling at whoever was in the window. So
Yeah,
that's
it was one of the
obviously I
girls.
go over there. And I'm like, okay, how can I help you? He's like, I just want my burger, man. I'm like, okay, what's the burger? He's like, Big Mac, add bacon. I'm like, okay. And then he starts yelling. He's like, hey, I just want my burger, man. And like, is it hard? And then I'm like, and then I'm okay. So I grab I'm like, it has bacon because it did. And then he's like, I guess both of them were supposed to have bacon. I'm like, I just want my burger, man. Like multiple times he said that. I'm like, okay, well, we're like, what burger? Because it's right. But he at the end he's like, oh, they were both supposed to have bacon. And then I go to the back to tell whoever's making the food, can I get it fixed? And I hear him talk to Jesus, like about me, like bad. So
Hmm.
I go behind Jesus. I'm like, okay, what's up? I'm here now. Like, what do you want to say now? He doesn't say anything. And then again, I can't remember. I think I went to go get the Big Mac to give it to him, and he's talking again to Jesus about. So I'm like, okay, how can I help you now? Or no, I can't remember. It was so long. But it's something like I can't remember because I don't want to remember that shit.
Okay, it gets to a point where you park him though.
Yeah,
You pull him into one of the spots, and
yeah.
I had just come back from
Cause
break because I could hear Jose yelling.
cause cause I think they made it wrong again, and that's why we parked him. And that's when you were coming back. So
Yeah, I
okay,
came back. I was like, okay, I'll go take the food out to him.
and he does.
And then Jesus came with me, so I give him the food, and he's like, hey man, I'm sorry, I was getting all mad and stuff like that, and I was like, it's fine, here's your food. And he's like, it's just that the other manager in there was disrespecting me, man. He's like, I was about to get out of this car and like tell him if he wanted to fight, we could fight. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, all that stuff, yada yada yada. I come and tell Jose, okay, for reference though, the guy in the car, I'm 5'8". The guy in the car was shorter than me, and Jose's like 6'1". So
I weigh
I
two
don't
hundred
think,
eighty pounds.
yeah, I don't think that fight would have gone how this customer thinks it was gonna go. I've seen Jose mad. Um, I don't think that guy would have lasted too long, to be honest.
Yeah, and I mean, people say I'm the nicest person, but
Well,
I
because you're
don't
you're
believe
nice when
that.
you're not. You're nice when you're nice. I've seen. Yeah, you're. I think one of your character flaws is that sometimes you're too nice, which is the opposite of me. A lot of the time, I'm not nice enough. Um, but I've also seen you pissed off though. But
Well, like the
you're
day I
better. You're
was
better than I am at like switching it off.
this my second to last day, I was gonna, bro, that fucking kid. I think I told you I don't want to say his name. With glasses, day
Oh
shift.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I
Yeah,
got you. And grill.
holy crap.
This kid was like he might have been the same height as Jose, maybe a bit shorter, but he was like maybe 150 pounds soaking wet, maybe
But
skinny white kid.
the only reason I got even more mad after what he said, because we argued twice. So after
Hmm.
the first one, what he said, the second time, when we argued, I was already more mad because of what he said.
Yeah,
He was cussing me out and then talking to the GM about me. So I go back up to his fucking face because he was like, "Oh yeah, can you tell this man to not fucking go in people's faces or something like that?" And I went back up to his face. I'm like, "Okay, tell me like what's up." Like, and fucking I can say Julissa and Fabiola, bro. You should have seen their faces. Shep on side 2 too. Bro, it was like, yeah.
man, there's a lot of not customers, even
Somebody
like the
called
employees there.
911.
Yeah, some of these employees are. I'm okay. Jose can vouch for me here. Except for when we're playing Call of Duty, I become a totally different Demetrius. I'm not a violent person. I've never been a physical person. I can be if I have to. I very much try to not be. But boy, there have been some times I don't get mad at work very often. Normally, I just tell them like my thing at work is I don't get mad. I get frustrated. But so I've been mad sometimes at work, and holy shit. 'Cause, okay, maybe this is just me, and maybe this is one of my character flaws. I don't like if I'm in a bad mood for people to ask me if I'm okay because I'm very clearly not, and I don't like people ask me stupid questions. And to me, that's a stupid question. Like you see, I'm not okay. Stop talking to me. Like if I wanted to tell you, I would tell you, which is not okay. I need to. I've been told I need to open up more, Jose. Whatever that means.
Yeah, but
But
but I mean, Uh, that's another topic. Never mind.
I let my I too okay. I let myself at McDonald's specifically, and I think part of it was because I've just been so drained of that place. Um, I let that place stress me out way too much, more
Yeah,
than
I
it
know, and I
deserved to.
tell you every time we work
Okay,
together.
but it's easy. Okay, but then okay, this it's stuff like this, Jose. Your last day was super easy, man. Like I wish you could have been there for my last day to see how fucking hard it was. Like I'm like it's like night and day. Labor was so bad on Jose's last day that we had to send people home after he left. Jose
Mm.
left early. After he left, we had to send people home. My last day, we were short people, and they asked me to stay late. I'm like, no, I'm off. I said, no matter what happens at 8 o'clock, I'm out of here. The president himself could walk in the front door. I do not care. I no longer work at McDonald's as of 8 p.m. That place has just been so fucking stressful. And like I said earlier, Jose and I have been like hilariously underappreciated there. There were so many things that we did. And I don't say this to like boost our egos or anything like that, Jose. Like when I say that
I don't
a
know.
lot of
Well,
things worked because you and I were there, I mean because you and I were there, a lot of things worked. The people that we worked with were working good because we worked with them. You know, like you know what I mean. We had a nice working relationship as
yeah.
opposed to our other DM or sometimes even our GM. They come off as very standoffish or um, a lot of people are just straight up scared of them. We were Jose and I shift mostly because Jose bounced like from shift to shift a lot more than I did. But for the most part, our shift was mostly full of kids. We worked like the um,
Teenagers.
yeah, school kids essentially. School kids and like young adults. So we got to see we've seen a lot of people come and go. We've seen a lot of really good people come into the store and then leave, obviously, because I don't expect kids to come into McDonald's and be like, I can't wait to make this a career. It's like a stepping off point, you get what I'm saying? Like you come in as like an entry level job and then go out and do bigger and better things. Um, but I think I know. I was
When some of
kind
them,
of insulted. Oh no, go ahead,
go
go ahead.
ahead. I was gonna say some of them only do it for the scholarship too.
Yeah, which is fine. Get your money and then do what you gotta do. McDonald's offers a scholarship, so I mean, if they want to get mad about people only jumping on board for their money, then don't offer a scholarship. I was kind of insulted when Jose and I put our 2 weeks notices in because it was within like a day of each other. Um, the company did nothing to convince us to stay. I don't know if it was just because they knew we wouldn't, like didn't matter whatever they offered us, we weren't going to stay. Because I think at this point we know our worth. Or if they just were pissed that we were leaving, but they didn't even say anything about us quitting. Honestly, apart from our boss asking us where we were going and why we were quitting, did she even ask you why you were quitting?
No.
She asked me. She said, I told her, and she's like, "Why
Well,
are
I'm
you quitting?"
sure.
I said, "I wanted to
Well,
leave a long time ago."
she didn't ask because she said she knew already. Remember, I told
Oh,
her
okay.
she was like, Jose, come with me to the freezer to get hash browns and fries.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
Okay,
she can, yeah, so she can tell me
gotcha.
because I know where you guys are quitting. It's not because it's me pressuring you guys to do voice and stuff like that. It's because of who's here now, and it was the day director of operations and supervisor were there.
There's a very big lapse between your run of the mill fast food employee, someone who's just there working like I mean, obviously not everybody works a 9 to 5, but like you know what I'm saying, working your 8 hours then leaving, and the people who are higher than our GM, like if not the people who run the store, but like people who run multiple stores,
Mm-hmm.
um, there's a it's just like I don't know if it's a lack of information or if it's them being ignorant because there's a difference. You know what I mean? Like if they just don't know, then there's a difference. But if you choose to believe the store works one way, knowing full well that it doesn't, and it in fact works a completely different way, then why are you in that position? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They want, without getting to specifics, they want the store to run how theoretically it could run if everything in the store were perfect.
Yeah, like
If
machines weren't broken.
yeah,
We had
if
enough
everything
people.
yeah, if we had the exact amount of people that we're supposed to have, if none of the machines broke down. Okay, speaking of machines, we're gonna go on a tangent here for a second, Jose. Speaking of fucking machines, I want everybody who's listening who doesn't go to or who's never worked at a McDonald's to listen carefully. Okay. The whole meme of the McDonald's ice cream machine being broken is annoying for one reason. Because it is always fucking broken. We're not telling you this because we don't want to make your fucking ice cream. We don't care. It takes 2 seconds. We're telling you this because it's fucking broken and the
Also,
ice cream won't come out of the machine.
I'm gonna add to that because I saw a video, and the only reason I'm saying this is because I saw that video. The reason is it gets broken a lot because the company that makes those ice cream machines no longer are partnered with McDonald's. So the people that maintenance those machines now, the McDonald's people, need to be trained and don't know how to fix everything around that machine.
Mm-hmm.
And the parts to fix that machine, you just can't find them anywhere. So that's why some parts are reused and stuff like that. So that's why it's always been broken. Because I think the company that makes the ice cream machines charge a lot of fucking money just to fix like a small thing. So that's why any McDonald's, not like McDonald's in general, isn't partnered with them anymore. Because like no, we if you wanted to fix, we can't have the you guys can't have the rights. You're gonna have to pay us to fix it for you.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
why.
there's not very many things in a McDonald's that the employees do to spite the customers. It's mostly because they're McDonald's is so up our ass about making sure that time I'm putting quotes up here, times are being made that it's just easier for us to tell you that it's out or that it's broken than it is to send somebody that we don't have to go fix it. So if the big box of Sprite syrup runs out, instead of me sending somebody to go do it because I don't have the people, I'll
I'll
wait
just
until we're
offer you
slow enough
something
to go
else.
do it. Yeah, and I'll tell you that we are out of Sprite for at the moment. But their customers don't know that a lot of the machines in McDonald's just break every day. Like the big drink machine that makes your drinks when you go through the drive-through,
Yeah, and
it's
also
supposed to make ice and it does not.
it's you use it every day. It's eventually gonna get an oil change, new tires, stuff like that. We
Hmm.
use our machines every day, like a drink machine. It's
Uh,
especially because it's an automated drink machine that makes it yourself. It's not like Taco Bell where you have to make your own drinks. Burger King, they have to make their own drinks. McDonald's is the only company, fast food, that has an automated drink machine in the drive-through. So that's also why. And we don't just sell 10 drinks in 1 hour.
yeah.
I'm sure we sell more than 100 an hour.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I do not
So
doubt
the
it at all.
machine obviously is gonna have to get maintenance here and there.
And they don't really it's not even maintenance. They just like patch it up. It's like how many times are you going to patch up a flat like a hole in your tire before you just replace the tire, you know what I mean? And it's funny that Jose and I talk about the drink machine being broken because like I said just a second ago, it's supposed to make its own ice. It has its own ice machine in there. And it doesn't. We always have to fill it up like every
Yeah, but
what, like
that
10
machine's
minutes?
been there for like more than you've been there, right? Because I
Yeah, it's been there longer than I had been there. And of course, as soon as Jose and I put our notice in, they put an email to
I
McDonald's
get
saying that they're
it.
replacing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, good for them. I went on vacation and I came back, and there's a whole litany of things in in our store that need to be replaced. And I came back, and something up front seemed different, and I couldn't quite like put my hand like my finger on it. And I just looked around for a second, and then I noticed of all of the things that McDonald's should have or could have done to fix the machines up front, what they decided to do instead was to buy new creamer machines and new sugar machines to dispense creamer and sugar for the coffees. Why? Like I don't who comes up with this stuff? I don't oh my gosh. It's that place was just so stressful. And like not even like when you had a rush and you worked through it and then you finally got done, you never got this sense of like, damn, we did that. Hell yeah, bro. We got through it. It's like, holy fucking shit. I need to go sit down. Like I think I'm exhausted. You just leave that place exhausted.
Yeah.
I there have been so many times I've gone into work and then come home with a tension headache because it's just like I have a million people asking me, like, or calling for me specifically. I'll be in the middle of helping, like one employee and another employee will come, which is not. I'm not knocking the employees there. I'm the highest manager there. It's their job to ask me questions if they don't know something. But
No, fuck them. I'm just playing. I love y'all.
oh man, I can only be asked so many questions at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it helps that you and I, for the most part, I don't think there's very many things that if you and I were in the building at the same time, neither of us would know how to fix. But there are some things that I can't fix because I don't know how to do them, but you do. Just like there are some things that you don't know how to fix because I'm not there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's just, oh man, when I was a kid, when I first became a manager, you had to know how to do everything in the building to become a manager. Now it's just we're losing so many people so fast, and we can't get any people that we're just having to promote people up when one, they shouldn't be because they're not that good, or two, they don't know how to do every position in the store. And holy shit, if I'm so glad, Jose, I don't have to deal with somebody coming up to me and saying, specifically from day shift, because nobody on night shift does this. Specifically on day shift, Demetrius, I'm off at 3. Who's taking my spot? Well, when the 3 o'clock people get here, I'll answer your question. Like, am I just supposed to pull this information out of my ass or something? I understand that you're off. I get that, but like, ugh,
Yeah. It's annoying.
it's so frustrating, and I can't wait to never go back.
Yeah, we just hit
except
the
to, except to
32
visit
minute
the
mark.
people. Okay, except to visit the people that Jose and I like fucked with while we are there, because there were a lot of cool people there. There are a lot of people there that I'm happy to have met, and I mean I met Jose through McDonald's, but most of the people, if I woke up tomorrow and they were like missing, I would be like, I don't give a shit. Eh, eh. That I don't think that place deserved, at least in the last couple of years. I don't think that place deserved either of us, to be honest. We're better than that, Jose. We are worth more, mostly. But yeah, it feels nice to finally be able to tell them where we worked, even though most of the people already know or figured it out. It's nice to be able
Okay,
to.
so most of them did.
I think most of them either
I mean, because
already
you
knew.
know them. Yeah, but
Yeah,
the other people,
I mean
you
it's
never know.
that's true. Okay. As of right now, most of the people, if we garner a bigger audience, then quite a bit of the people are going to be like, for the first, 14 episodes, golly gee, I wonder where they worked. It was McDonald's, guys. The happiest place on earth, which I guess is, no, there's a thing on the tray liners. It says McDonald's is the best first job ever. I'm like, I don't know if I'd say that. But like I said, or like we said at the beginning, both of us have new jobs. It's a sign of bigger and better things to come, hopefully. I was telling my friends, I was like, new job, new me. Got a new job, completely shaved my head, completely bald.
Oh, me too.
Um, that us?
Yeah,
Like
yesterday I shaved it.
razor shaved it?
Oh no, just
Oh, okay. You just use a double zero.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I took a razor and shaved my head. Feels nice. Um, I'm gonna try to get back into school in the fall. I mean, not this fall, obviously, because it's too late, but next fall. And I think I have a feeling things are just gonna kind of go up from here, at least in terms of um like our jobs and stuff like that. Because I'm excited about mine. Like I said, obviously the orientation's supposed to make the job seem super exciting anyway, but from what I've seen, getting a look at, how people work when you're not talking to them, it seems like it's a place that decently gives a shit about the employees there.
I
And
was
I
gonna,
get all the holidays off, so.
I was gonna say um at least we're not managers, but I forgot I
Oh yeah,
am.
I get paid the same as I did at McDonald's, and I'm not a manager. So I get paid technically
I
more
mean, I'm
money
not.
for less work, so.
It's not the same. It's like if I'm a shift manager. If it
Yeah.
was, yeah. So that's what. but it's still more than what I made.
I think with that being said, you want to end it here, Jose?
No, I'm just playing. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Let me hold on. Let me come up with something to talk for another half hour.
no.
um, let's see. Yeah, now that we have our jobs together and stuff like that, we'll start uploading a bit more consistently now. We've also on the side been recording for our YouTube channel too. So, um, with all that said, thanks for listening. Oh, to our podcast, Uncut and Unoriginal, because I never said the title at the beginning.
Yeah, you did.
Uh,
Did you not?
did I? No, I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
I
Can't
did.
remember.
I don't think I did it at all. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'm Demetrius.
And Jose, sorry.
Ah, why? It's like there's like a dramatic pause. He's like, "Come
it's
on, come on,"
it's been
and
fun.
we'll catch you guys in the next episode.